Did you ever wonder why a $100 concert ticket suddenly turned into a $180 ticket at checkout? It's not a glitch. It's the business model. Today, we're going to dig into Ticketmaster, the fees, the monopoly accusations, and why the US government is suing them. So Ticketmaster isn't just a website. It's part of Live Nation, the world's biggest concert promoter, venue operator, and ticketing giant. In 2024, Live Nation pulled in about $19 billion from concerts and $3 billion from ticketing. That may sound small in comparison, but ticketing is where they control the funnel. So where do all these fees come from? The service fee, usually set up by the venue and shared with Ticketmaster. The facility fee is 100% venue. The order processing and delivery fees are Ticketmaster's cut. And of course, there's taxes too. That's why the same tour can have wildly different fees depending on the venue. Ticketmaster provides the platform, but everyone slices off a piece. Then there's resale. On Ticketmaster's own resale platform, the seller sets the price, but Ticketmaster collects fees from both the buyer and the seller. And then you've got dynamic pricing. When an artist or promoter opts in, prices rise in real time with demand. Ticketmaster insists it's not surge pricing like Uber, but it basically works the same way. Case in point, The Cure in 2023. Fans bought $20 tickets only to see another $20 in fees added at checkout. Robert Smith was outraged, but he forced Ticketmaster to issue a partial refund, something that's almost unheard of. Here's the thing, it didn't used to be this crazy. In the 70s and 80s, service charges were literally $1 or $2. By the 90s, about $5 or $10 on a $30, $40 ticket. Annoying, but tolerable. By the 2000s, $10 or $15 on $50 tickets. But after the 2010 Live Nation Ticketmaster merger, fees exploded. Today, it's not unusual for fees to equal 25 to 50% of the ticket price. So yeah, fees have always existed, but the scale today is on another level. Let's look at some of my concerts that I've been to. The first concert I ever went to was Guns N' Roses and Metallica in the Kingdom in Seattle, 1992, $27.50. I don't even see a fee. It must have already been included in the ticket price. Saw Metallica again a couple years later at Seattle Memorial Stadium with Candlebox. In 1994, it was $25 a ticket, $3.75 service charge. So that's about 15%. In 2004, I saw No Doubt and Blink-182 at the White River Amphitheater. It was $53.50, $9.10 for a service charge, about 17%. So not that much different. But then I saw Pat Monahan in 2007 at the Showbox. That was $25 with an $8.19 surcharge. That's a 33% fee. Similar, I saw Motley Crue, Poison, and the New York Dolls in 2011. $31 ticket, $9 fee. That's a 29% fee. In 2018, I saw Greta Van Fleet at the Marquee Theater here in Tempe, Arizona. The price was $37.50 with a $13.38 fee, 35% charge. But now recently, I bought tickets to see Shane Gillis, $39.50 a ticket for 2 tickets, $79 total. The service fees added up to $34.20, 43% surcharge fee per ticket, almost the price of a third ticket basically to buy these tickets with the fees. And people have been fighting this for decades. In 1984, Pearl Jam accused Ticketmaster of abusing monopoly power. They even tried to book a tour without them. The Department of Justice investigated but dropped the case, and Pearl Jam admitted defeat. In the 2000s, fans started calling it Ticketmaster tax as fees kept creeping higher. In 2022, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour broke Ticketmaster's system. Millions of fans locked out, bots scooping tickets, resale prices skyrocketing. It was so bad, Congress held hearings. These aren't isolated blowups. Frustration with Ticketmaster has been boiling for decades. The Department of Justice says Live Nation and Ticketmaster built a monopoly using something they called the flywheel. Here's how it works. Live Nation promotes the biggest concerts. They lock in venues with exclusive Ticketmaster contracts. That gives them more data and leverage, which leads to even more exclusive deals. According to the Department of Justice, Ticketmaster controls over 80% of major venue ticketing. That's why in May of 2024, the DOJ and 30 states filed a lawsuit asking for structural relief. Translation, a breakup could actually be on the table. And it's not just lawsuits. In 2023, Ticketmaster promised to start showing all-in pricing so fans could see totals up front. Then in December 2024, the FTC passed a new junk fees rule banning hidden fees across industries, including ticketing. States like California, New York, and Colorado passed their own ticket transparency laws too. For the first time, the law is actually catching up to the problem. Is this technically price gouging? Not in the legal sense. Price gouging laws usually cover essentials like food or gas. But ethically, fans see it as unfair. When artists and venues can dial up prices in real time and hidden fees stack up, it feels less like a free market and more like a tax you never voted for. So what can you actually do? Always turn on the all-in price toggle. Compare dates and cities. Sometimes another show is way cheaper. Buy directly from the venue box office when possible to skip delivery fees. Watch out for speculative resellers listing tickets they don't even own. Congress is trying to crack down on that with the Ticket Act, which passed the House in 2024 and is waiting on the Senate. In the end, the fees aren't random. They're part of a system critics say is designed to funnel money back to the same corporation. Whether lawsuits or new rules finally change things, still up in the air. But at least now you know how the game is played. Michael Rapino is the CEO of Ticketmaster. In response to complaints about ticket prices and a call for greater regulation and control and ticket prices from the Cure frontman Robert Smith, Rapino argued that ticket prices should be like as they're buying a Gucci bag, stating that the average consumer could afford to buy such a luxury. This is a business where we can charge a bit more, he continued. I'm not saying excessively, but it's a great 2-hour performance of a lifetime that happens once every 3-4 years in that market. You don't have to underprice yourself. Low to middle income people will make their way to the arena for that special night. In 2022, Rapino's total compensation from Live Nation was $139 million, making him the 5th highest paid CEO in the US that year. In 2023, Rapino's total compensation was $23.4 million, or 831 times the median employee pay at Live Nation for that year. The crazy thing is, he has some sort of foundation and he was given an award for his commitment to philanthropy. So very interesting to go down the rabbit hole on this and see what's going on. One thing I know is that there's only one Live Nation, there's only one Ticketmaster, there's only one Michael Rapino. There's millions of concert goers. So we kind of outnumber them, just saying. And I know the artists would be on the side of the fans and not Live Nation and Ticketmaster. Let me know what you think in the comments.